Hello. Hello, and welcome to our 21 Full Steam Ahead celebration. I'm Joe DeFeo. I'm here with Sydney Foster. Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Joe. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. How about yourself?
I'm well, thank you.
Awesome. So we're going to give folks a few minutes. We are broadcasting, well, a minute, not a few, because we don't want to bore people, but we are broadcasting live to our Facebook pages, both at Roaring Brook Nature Center and the Children's Museum, as well as our YouTube channel and our Twitch channel. Our Twitch channel is relatively new. So head over there if you haven't, or if you're whatever social platform you're more comfortable on. If you are watching on Twitch, do feel free to drop us a note. And feel free to share this broadcast with pretty much everybody. So I think this is the time when everybody's coming in, getting their seats, sitting down, grabbing a drink. Hopefully you grabbed a special meal box from our two community partners, Black Bamboo Chinese Restaurant in West Hartford and Maximia out in Avon. Sydney, did you guys grab anything from Maximia tonight?
Yeah, so all of the options looked lovely, but I have a lot of dietary restrictions, so we did not. But Black Bamboo is actually one of my favorite places to eat when I'm at home.
Yeah, they are two of my favorites, and I'm not just saying that because they gave us those meal deals. That is honestly very true. When I lived in West Hartford, my Friday nights were Black Bamboo order out, and then on the weekends I would sit outside on a nice day at Maximia and enjoy the food they had there. So, well, let's folks come in and welcome. I see a couple comments. Thank you, folks, for joining us. Like I said, we are broadcasting live to all our social media platforms. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab some food. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you will see where you can text your donation tonight. We are hoping to raise at least $50,000 during the course of this hour. You could text TCM to 76278 or make a donation at tcm.givesmart.com right there at the bottom of the screen. I love doing this at the bottom of the screen. You can make a donation there. You can check out our silent auction. We have a lot of great stuff. So now that we're a little into it, I would like to formally welcome you to our 2021 Full Steam Ahead celebration of the Children's Museum Group. This is very exciting. Tonight we're celebrating our over 93 years of service to children, families, and communities throughout Southern New England, into Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island, all over the place, and now virtually. Our theme this year is Forward Together. And Forward Together is more than just a play on words. It's an important statement regarding our purpose and our collaborative approach. We like to say our collective future is rooted in all of this region's children. And for the past 5 years, we've been rededicating the museum to enhancing their developmental pathway toward a successful and prosperous future. We've been doing that through an extensive series of collaborations with other organizations and community groups. So I'm going to start with an update. Everybody's wondering about our plans for reestablishing our Hartford roots with a new facility. With the help of Eversource and a few other community partners, we hope to create a state-of-the-art net zero teaching tool. And that will be the first such entity in the state. So we're very excited about that. The plans have been brought up, just a phenomenal thing, and we can't wait to share more. So in essence, we're returning to our home base. 1927, two prominent Hartford leaders, Mary Bushnell Hillier Severns and Charles Severns, along with others, launched the Children's Museum of Hartford in the Pond House in Elizabeth Park. And no, not that pond house, the other pond house. That there's a couple there. So reporting to you that with the help of many leaders of Hartford and the state, we are making steady progress towards securing this future that we just talked about. And we do hope you will join in supporting this plan when the time comes. Tonight, you're going to hear more about what's happening now, including new projects taking the museum's programs directly into the Hartford neighborhoods, along with our collaborative projects We have over 20 fellow organizations, foundations, and corporations that support children from kindergarten through college. We're going to have some entertainment for you, and we will also take the time to recognize and celebrate two very worthy individuals by awarding our Rising Star and Youth Champion Awards. These efforts do need your support, so Sydney and I and everyone else at the Children's Museum Group trust that you will be able to generously provide this evening. You will be able to see your name pop up on the screen if you donate through our GiveSmart site, and you'll see our total go up. So we'd like to see it go up past $50,000. Tonight's going to be a fun informational exchange, a chance to join with like-minded and proactive museum supporters, much like yourselves, our staff, our leadership, and most importantly, we hope you have a fun, informative few memories of your own. I know things are a little off from what we usually do. And we do want to start the evening just by making a note and taking a moment to recognize the lives that we have lost over this last year, and more recently within the last 2 weeks due to the excessive violence we've seen across the country. So we do just want to honor the memory of those as one collective heart here tonight. So if you will just join us, we have lowered our flags at both sites to half-mast to honor the memory of those lost. So if you just join us for a moment of silence, silent contemplative thought, it would be much appreciated. So thank you for that. And I always think of, and I'm sure a lot of folks think of, the words of Mr. Rogers when they say, look for the helpers. We are all the helpers today. We are all the helpers tonight. And we are all the helpers always. So thank you. So let us now from that move into our evening together. Sydney. Sydney's out at Roaring Brook. I swear I'm right outside the Children's Museum. I promise I'm right there. Sydney, do you want to talk a little bit about what we're doing?
Yeah, I would love to. So as we all can see, tonight's gala definitely looks different than the ones we've done in the past. And we know you've been hearing that a lot this year. And to be honest, we're a little tired of hearing it as well. But tonight we're hoping to offer you something a little bit different. We have some great entertainment, and we'll be honoring two of our special award members or community members, like Joe mentioned. And we've just all been through so much in the past year. And with all of the change, we still know that there is hope. You all have shown us that during this whole entire, through these difficult times. And you've been there for us once, and we're asking you one more time to be there for us again. Thanks to our generous community and corporate and foundational sponsors, the museum, the preschool, and Roaring Brook Nature Center have been able to survive this year. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but we need your further support and help to get us there. So tonight, we're asking you to join the sponsors of our event and our board to help us reach our goal of $50,000. And with your help, I'm sure we can get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to hit that $50,000 mark, and we want to go beyond that. We want to see if we can get to 100,000, because I think we can. Taking a look at the board total, it looks like it's jumped up there already. Look at that. So we're starting the night off in a good way, starting off with $31,170. 10,000 of that comes from Pratt & Whitney, one of our visionary sponsors for the event, as well as Voya Financial, which is another one of our visionary sponsors. So thank you so much for that. The commitment they have to bringing STEAM education to those who need it the most is vital. And we are proud to have them as a collaborative partner tonight and all throughout the year. When you look on our social media site, you will see their donations rolling throughout the year and what they bring to the communities around us. And to help us launch this ask, we have a friend of ours from Options. This is Scott Wells from Options. You're going to meet him in just a minute. Options is a private school that provides academic and transition services to middle and high school students who are in special education up to the day before they turn 22. CARE is a nonprofit that provides vocation services to DORS, DDS-involved individuals and supports unfunded needs of Options students. CARE collects donations to support their cause of helping individuals with disabilities. They share collected funds with other companies and programs that support education, mental health, and children. Much like the group, they are small, but they are committed, and we are proud to partner with them. They are hiring certified teachers, vocational counselors, and job coaches. I know we're all looking for work. They're also hiring a cleaning person. So if you have anyone who is looking for a job, they are hiring. Staff is usually retired teachers or professionals, and they hire industry-specific folks. Anywhere from wildlife staff to mechanics, IT people, anyone that wants to mentor a student and has industry knowledge. So they really are looking for folks that want to care and make a difference in the student life. They have been such a great partner of ours, and I would like to present to you Scott Wells from Options.
Good evening. Options is excited to participate in the 2021 Children's Museum Gala. On behalf of myself, my wife Ellen, and all of our wonderful students and staff at Options, we would like to express our gratitude to the Children's Museum and all of their wonderful staff who have hosted our students for almost 2 decades now as volunteers. It's not possible to express our gratitude in a short video or provide enough examples. However, I wanted to share a few with you. Jamira was a young lady, high school age young lady, very shy, found safety in her silence. In participating at the Children's Museum, caring for the animals, learning about the reptiles, handling the reptiles. Eventually, she was able to present to touring students of the museum, and Jamira found her voice. It was a wonderful experience that we could not have had without the Children's Museum partnership with Options. Or there was also one who had given up on his credits until he found his love for caring for animals and decided to start studying toward a veterinary certificate. The Children's Museum is an irreplaceable, important place in our community that we need to preserve, protect, and support. So for that, Options has collected $5,000 to offer as a matching contribution to donations tonight. Thank you very much. Thanks again for everything the Children's Museum does, and we love our children and our partnership with the museum. Thank you.
And thanks to Scott and everyone at Options. That was such an amazing thing to hear. A $5,000 match. That is just phenomenal. It was a really nice surprise when they sent over that notice. We were really taken away. So if we can raise that $5,000 extra tonight, we will get that match. And that will really go a long way in what we do. If you want to make that donation, you can text TCM to 76278. If you go actually to the tcm.givesmart.com website, you can actually look at our silent auction, but you can also register specific amounts to be donated. So you can click $100 and text that to 76278 to donate $100. You can text give $5,000 to 76278. We would just love for you to have your name up there on the board and to join us here.
Yeah, so what I just saw was that some lucky person got the Donut Crazy gift card, which is something I had my eye on.
Oh, yeah, that was really popular. Oh, we have someone who's watching us from Canada. I see we have Blanca is watching us from Canada. Cousin works with us, and she is very proud of her. So thank you, Blanca. Thank you for your donation. You mean so much to us, like all of our community members do. And we love seeing the animals too, and we love seeing you watching us here tonight. So the butterflies are coming back. She loved the butterflies, and she we are getting the butterflies back. So they will be coming back this summer. And Sydney, you guys have butterflies out at Roaring Brook. You have a butterfly garden as well, right?
We do have a butterfly garden, and we have quite a few milkweed where I'm sure there's plenty of eggs just, waiting right now. So it's getting warm again and everything should start blooming. So definitely a great place to take a walk.
I literally just took a walk there this weekend. I went into the woods, looped back around, and discovered all kinds of stuff out back there. It was a perfect weekend for it. So if you're looking for outdoor safe activities, Roaring Brook has those wonderful trails. We'll learn more about Roaring Brook as the night goes on. And I see our tally board is going up. So thank you. It looks like J.P. Carroll Roofing Company out in West Hartford. I think they cover a lot of Connecticut. No pun intended. They're $1,000 donation. Thank you very much. And FIP Construction, one of our sponsors of the night, with $2,500. So thank you there. So one of the things we wanted to show you is where exactly this was going and the impact that our programs and our different elements of the museum group have on the community. So we put a call out for folks to let us know what they thought about the different elements of the museum group. So we're going to start off tonight showcasing our preschool. And we do have a preschool on site. It's one of the oldest preschools in the country. And we're very proud of it. It is STEAM-based education. So let's take a look at our preschool through the eyes of not only the folks who work there, but a member family as well.
So we've been attending the Children's Museum Preschool for about 2 years now, and it is one of the best parenting decisions that we've made.
Hello, friends. We're so happy you came to visit us. The Children's Museum Preschool is one of the oldest operating preschools in the country.
Before my son went to school, he was your typical 3-year-old. He was crazy and wild and wouldn't sit down or sit still. Within a couple weeks, they had him sitting in circle time, being quiet, listening. It was amazing. And now he's so into his letters. He's starting to read. All the things that he never was really interested in before, now he's really interested in because of the preschool. They do science experiments. They see dinosaur exhibits. They play the big parachute game. They love the parachute game. All the teachers are absolutely fantastic too. Every teacher is so qualified and experienced, it's crazy. We love the Children's Museum Preschool so much that we actually started my daughter early. So she's going to get 3 years of preschool instead of 2, which my son is getting 2. That's our only regret, is that we didn't start my son sooner, because my daughter is just flourishing. She knows her ABCs. She actually knows how to spell some words. She is just doing absolutely fantastic. If you have the choice, absolutely send your kids to the Children's Museum. You will not regret it.
Joe, it is so nice to hear that, all of our parents, our community members love our preschool teachers just as much as we do. I mean, they're truly incredible.
Yeah, and it's so nice to hear the impact that the teachers have. And that's a great starting point for so many kids. And that's where, they start to learn and they start to discover their own learning path. And utilizing the STEAM curriculum that the preschool does, it's just such a great way to get kids involved and get them on a learning path that's their own and unique. And I keep on saying learning path because we really want to set kids up for success, and then we want them to start their journey and have a lot of success as time goes on.
Absolutely. And in honor of all of the wonderful impacts that our preschool is making, the Ullman family has donated $2,100. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. That's going to go a long way. And also, and I'm going to mispronounce this, Bree. I'm so sorry. I believe it's the Scott Pelkzer family. Pelkzar. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that. But this is live, so you can correct me in the chat, or you can just send me a nasty email later. But they have generously donated $500 toward the preschool, and we appreciate that so much. That's going to go so far with a lot of new material and in helping keep up all the safety protocol that we follow. I will let you know as we go through the night. Everything you see, the videos, the pictures, everything was done safely. Everything, if you see people in a group together, it was done pre-COVID. We do follow safety protocols very strictly. So everything was done. Thank you, Bree. Everything was done safely. All pictures and videos were taken with safety in mind. And again, we follow protocol above and beyond. We do cleaning routinely throughout the museum. The museum itself, as well as Roaring Brook, they both are open. We have time tickets available for the museum, which you can get on our website. We've always had, but now we have even more so, hand sanitizer all over the place. We do have staff who are working to clean down all the exhibits we have that are hands-on. We're going to learn more about the exhibits a little bit later on, but we do take safety very seriously. Masks are required when indoors, and we do keep everything below capacity. So everything you see here tonight was done safely with that in mind. Let's see. So I'm just taking a look. Sydney, this is pretty remarkable. We're just about 20 minutes in, and we're at $48,000, just over $48,000.
Yep. People's United Bank donated a $5,000. Thank you so much. We have anonymous for 50. Oh, yeah, St. Francis.
It's so good to see those numbers. TD Bank coming in at 500. It's just so great. And a lot of folks tonight, you'll hear us say, they may have told us there's a match. What that means is if you go to your employer, chances are you can designate the Children's Museum Group as a match for your donation. So you can double your donation. And I bet a lot of folks didn't realize that. So if you donate to us, not only are you getting a little bit back on your taxes, you're also, if you may be able to double through your business.
Yeah,
Sydney, I know you.
Peter, who just joined us, I guess Aaron wanted to see all of the chatting we were doing in our comment section. Oh, and Peter Stevens, thank you so much for willing to donate $1,000 for the gift of lifelong learning for their grandson. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. Gosh, that's so great. Directly to the preschool program. Thank you, Peter. That's amazing. Wow. I'm always in awe of people's generosity and their willingness to give. So thank you. You help bring our faith back, especially during a tough time. So if you donate now by texting TCM to, I've just lost my place here. Texting TCM to 76278, or going to our website at tcm.givesmart.com. You can join some really great company and help us reach and surpass our goal. We're getting close to our goal, so let's see if we can get past that goal. Let's see if we can really just blow right past it. We're in a good way to do it. So, and I know, Sydney, you folks at Roaring Brook, you have some great preschool programs.
Yeah, we do. So I was honored to be able to teach some of them last fall. And, you know, the amazing thing about preschoolers is they're so resilient and, you know, they can adapt to almost anything. You know, we were worried going in that they would, you know, have a, you know, hard time with the masks, and really they rose to the challenge, and they even enjoyed them. Well, I wouldn't say enjoyed them, but they love showing off their new masks every day. We had a great time.
Oh, that's sweet. That's really, really great. That's great. If you are watching this on a replay, it's not too late to donate. You can still text and go to our website. We do hope you will do that. We want to keep on building our support. And speaking of Roaring Brook, Sydney, environmental stewardship is one of the most important lessons that we can teach. We're going to show a testimonial now, a video that is focused on Roaring Brook Nature Center and the environmental stewardship they do have. But it is something that goes across every element of our group. So we do we'd like to show that to you now. So let's take a look.
Roaring Brook Nature Center has been a really important part of my family's life for years now. My children have really enjoyed the classes and all the events that they've attended, and they've learned a lot. But more than just gaining knowledge, they've really made important relationships there, and they feel part of a community. I can't imagine a more caring, knowledgeable, dedicated team of staff, of rehabbers and instructors than there are at Roaring Brook. They've really made my children feel cared for, and they've modeled how to care for the world around them, whether it's the animals at the center or the woods. And I really do believe that my children have grown in their ability to care for the world around them as well, whether it's their classmates, a salamander that they find under a log, or a delicate patch of moss. It's really hard facing all the crises that our Earth is experiencing and all of the human-made threats to habitats and ecosystems. And I think we all want to do as much as we can to walk gently on this planet and to care for it. And in order to raise the next generation to be better able to care for our planet, to heal it. And in order to do that, our children first have to really know it. They have to know the natural world for their bodies, hearts, and minds, and they have to love it. And I'm really grateful for Roaring Brook for being able to help them do just that. And so I'm thankful for the instructors, the rehabbers, the volunteers, all of the staff, and all of the contributors and supporters that make Roaring Brook the amazing place that it is.
And yeah, that was just so nice to hear and see. And Sydney, I'll let you explain a little bit more about that, but also about our background. So if you want to start off there.
Of course. So here at Roaring Brook Nature Center, we value being able to teach not only the school children and the students who come to our summer programs, but also, people of all ages. So even adults, whether that's through our nightly or daytime events. Right now, they are all focused on hikes outdoors so we can be socially distant. And we also contribute to being, stewards of the environment through our wildlife rehabilitation clinics. So we urge our community members, if they do find an animal that needs help, to take the extra moments to do that, because we are here waiting to hopefully rehabilitate and get all of these animals back to the wild. Other than that, we've, even through this pandemic, we've been able to see students from all over. So places like Brooklyn, where we normally wouldn't get to be able to educate, they've zoomed into our building and allowed us to show not only our animals, but allow us to talk about the environment and teach them and hopefully foster caring for this world around us. So it's really amazing. And the ability to work here is, once again, that community support just blows me away.
Yeah, and speaking of community support, I just see we have a $10 donation from Luke Dent, and I think you'll see Luke a little bit later on. So thank you. Evelyn Benoit, $200. Thank you so much for your donation. David Calaby and Stuart Liftig. David is at $500 and Stuart at $250, and a $500 anonymous donation. You don't have to give your name if you want to be anonymous. We will take that as well. We are so close to our $50,000 goal. We're at $49,280. So let's see how much more we can get over 50,000. So we do have another $50 anonymous donation. Connecticut Innovations at $500. So these are just pouring in. So thank you so much. Share this this feed, share this post. What you see behind me is an example of some of the work we do out at the Children's Museum itself. These are composting worms. We have a composting bin here. And the composting bin is a 3-step bin, so we can showcase everything from start to finish. And we help the kids and their families learn how to compost at home. So that's just one of the environmental stewardship pieces that we have out at the museum, along with so many others. We have classes and it's just some really, if you take a look here, here's an example of some of the program hands-on stuff that we do. They grow their own plants and shoots from the compost dirt that they make. And I won't leave you with dirt, but I will leave you with our compost bin, because I've always wanted to be in the compost bin. So there I am. So there we are. And we are going to hopefully pass that $50,000 mark. We are going to say thank you to the Concepcion family with a $1,000 donation toward our environmental stewardship program. They are getting a match from the Hartford, so thank you for that. So as you can see, that already doubled their donation. We are going to move into our programs and education at this point. We are going to show you a little video of the outreach programs we do and some of the educational programs that we have. There's so much that we do that we had to boil it down to a few minutes. So let's take a look at that. The Traveling Classroom Program and Families Learn Together programs of the Children's Museum Group travels all across Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, and now virtually through computer screens everywhere, bringing science and environmental learning to schools, libraries, scout meetings, community centers, and more. With our partners like the Hartford Public Libraries or the Catholic Charities, we bring STEAM education in an immersive and hands-on way to those that need it the most.
STEM is a program that we offer to the families and the children that we have over here. We have a school readiness program. We have 74 students. We can offer science activity, environment, social study activities that they can connect it with the school readiness. We serve a lot of low-income family. Sometimes they don't have the benefit to go to the museum because sometimes they have more than one sibling in the house. And having that opportunity to bring the children to different family centers and get that opportunity to be part of the STEM is like a great benefit for the families.
They actually feel welcome. They feel like a family here. And you can see the kids like, oh my God, I just learned something new. Oh, I saw a rabbit. Like I never touched a rabbit before. So you can see their faces of joy, and it's beautiful.
It's just so nice to hear. Those are some of our friends from the Neighborhoods program that we do, where we bring the museum out to the neighborhoods, the community centers through the Catholic Charities and the Center for the Hispanic Family in Hartford. We bring that program directly to the community centers, and we help children and their families learn together in a community and space where they are comfortable learning and where they are able to see the world around them in a different way. So we thank our community partners, Hartford Public Library, Catholic Charities, all the different school systems that we work with for having us as a partner. And we also want to say thank you to the Barnes Group for donating $2,500 toward tonight's celebration. As well as we have a few targeted here. The Stevens family is donating $1,250 to our educational programming.
Yeah, and so the Rosenthal family is also donating $500, and along with the Cushman family, who's donating $1,000. So thank you all so much for your generosity.
Yeah, and I think the educational programming is something that a lot of folks don't realize that we do. Educational programming is, every time I mention that we do outreach programs, that we have classes, everybody looks at me and says, really? You do? I think it's one of the best kept secrets in the community. So you are all helping get the word out about it. You all are helping to fund that and keep it going. Our Families Learn Together program is a real linchpin, bringing STEAM education at an early age when children need it the most. A lot of times STEAM education gets introduced to students when it's just too late. They have already set their own learning path. They've already set their own way of learning. And by introducing them to these skills at an early age, we're helping them to recognize it and to be able to grow into those skills. So we thank you for your support, and we thank our community partners as well. And I know that Roaring Brook has a large community presence as well. So
yes, we certainly do. And, you know, we have just opened our summer program sign up, and our community is there to send and to trust us really with their young ones. And we wouldn't be, you know, anywhere without them, whether it's through our volunteers in the community, some who drive from very far just to volunteer here, and even those signing up for our programs or asking for us to come into their schools and communities.
yeah, and thanks to our foundational supporters as well as to donors like you, we're able to bring those programs a lot of times free of charge to these communities. We don't want any barriers to education. Education we see as a basic human right and a basic human need. So we do want to bring that to as many folks as we can, in as many ways as we can. So your support tonight helps to do that and helps to bring it through. Support from everyone you see just sort of popping up. We have another anonymous donation there. So everyone who's participating tonight, and Peter brings up a good point in our chat, we're dedicated to bringing underserved communities a lifelong learning environment, and that will help with our relocation once we're in Hartford. We're going to start at the preschool level and go all the way through college. We feel this is the most important and direct way to impact not only the communities, but eventually the state and the region by having a solid background for folks to go into STEAM-based jobs. So, yeah, it's just the outpouring of support. Cantor Colburn, thank you for your $250 donation toward what we do. JCJ Architecture, $7,500, one of our visionary sponsors. So thank you. Or one of our, our innovator sponsors. So thank you for that. We have an anonymous $20 donation. So they're coming in. Let's keep it going. We're so close to that $50,000 mark. At this point here, we'd like to go to the awards segment of our night. We'd like to start off tonight by introducing our executive director, Michael Worley. And he is going to be introducing Dr. Louise Loomis, the youth champion winner for this year. Well, technically 2 years, 2020 and 2021, because unfortunately we did have to postpone our gala like a lot of folks. So if we can call on Mike to give us that introduction.
Good evening. Our first award this evening is the Youth Champion Award. This award is given to an exemplary individual, an accomplished leader, advocate, and champion for children in our communities. This year's most worthy recipient is Dr. Louise E. Loomis. Dr. Lou, as she is affectionately known by many, began her career as a science teacher in Cleveland, Ohio, which she continued when she came to Hartford. In Hartford, Dr. Lou also became engaged with the Creative Problem Solving Institute and attended the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, where she earned her doctorate in 1994. In 1989, she founded the Hartford Critical and Creative Thinking Center, which later became the New England Cognitive Center. During that period, Dr. Lou also taught at the Hartford College for Women. Throughout her distinguished career, she presented hundreds of programs to students, educators, corporations, and nonprofit organizations. In 2011, she went on to create the Think Well Center for learners of all ages to help them sharpen their thinking and creative skills. Dr. Liu has been involved with the Children's Museum for over 35 years, serving on several committees and guiding the development of several programs and exhibits for our children. On behalf of the museum's Board of Trustees, it is my distinct honor and great privilege to provide Dr. Louise Loomis the Youth Champion Award for 2020-2021. In addition, as a token of our appreciation to Dr. Liu, we are also presenting her with this specially commissioned watercolor rendering of the museum for her memory wall. Dr. Loomis.
And we were hoping to have Dr. Liu with us here tonight. Unfortunately, technology was not our friend, so it worked a little bit against us. However, we did receive a statement from her children. This was sent to me by Lucy Loomis, and I know that the other children wanted us to extend these words. They had said, "Thank you so much for recognizing our mother, Louise E. Loomis, with the 2020-2021 Children's Museum Youth Champion Award. She has been dedicated to education and improving educational resources for underserved communities her entire career, starting as a science teacher in Cleveland, Ohio in the mid-60s. After moving to Hartford, she continued science teaching at Weaver High School, and from there became involved in many local and regional initiatives on education and the arts, and continued her own education, completing a master's degree in urban education at the University of Hartford, and later, in her 60s, a EDD at University of Massachusetts, with a focus on teaching critical thinking skills. In addition to her work with the Children's Museum, she has worked with Family Life Education Center and co-founded the Trinity Academy. She is sorry she cannot join tonight's celebration virtually. She is currently residing at Doncaster Retirement Community, where she is delighted to finally be able to have family visits. The family presented her with the award and watercolor last week, and I have it on good authority from the family that she is proudly displaying it in her apartment there. It went up on her wall right away. She sends her best regards to all, and that comes directly from Lucy Loomis and the Loomis family. So we thank you, Dr. Liu, and we thank you to the Loomis family for your generosity and your care over the years, and for everything you've done for children around the world, really, because it's such a far-reaching impact that education can have. So thank you.
So incredible how many lives Dr. Loomis has touched. Really a visionary.
Very much so, and we are proud to call her among our friends. And speaking of friends, Sydney, I think our next award goes to someone, is being presented by someone who's a friend to all, very near and dear to everyone. So if you'd like to start that off.
Of course. So our Rising Star Award is going to be presented by the director of Roaring Brook Nature Center, Mr. Jay Kaplan, and it will be given to Lena Wilson, who is an incredible young lady, and it's been a pleasure to watch her grow. So let's check out what he has to say.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay Kaplan. I am the director at Roaring Brook Nature Center, and I am pleased to be presenting the Rising Star Award. This is the third year that this award has been handed out. It is for a high school or college-age student, age 14 to 25, and the recipient is chosen by the museum staff. It is someone who has had significant participation in the activities and programs of the museum and/or nature center, and most importantly, someone who has been a positive role model for younger children. And I'm very pleased this evening to present the Rising Star Award to Lena Wilson. Lena first came to the Nature Center as a child, attended many of our programs here, and as she got older, began to volunteer with some of our summer programs. She became a volunteer animal caretaker, and she actually is now a student at the VOAG Center at Suffield High School to pursue her interests in natural history, and conservation. We're very pleased that Lena will hopefully be with us this summer, and we look forward to her participation in future Nature Center events. So let me present Lena Wilson.
I'd like to thank the Roaring Brook Nature Center and all of their staff, and as well as my parents for all their support with getting me to the Nature Center and letting me work with the Nature Center. And I would also like to thank all the people who go to the Nature Center to support the Nature Center, because I help support all of the Nature Center with everything that they need to do with the little kids and everything like that. When I first started at the Nature Center, I was one of Jay's campers in the reptile and amphibian class. And I remember starting it because I didn't like snakes that much. But after the first day, I got really attached to a lot of their snakes there. And then once I became of age to volunteer, I was a volunteer. And I really loved that. That was one of my favorite things to do. And then when I became even older, about 13, I think, I started helping with teaching the classes. And I would go around with the head teachers and I would go and teach the little kids. And my favorite part about that is probably animal demonstrations, because I really like to teach about the animals and their really weird, cool facts and all about that. So I'm really thankful for the award for helping with the Roaring Brook Nature Center, and I will love to continue working for further years. Thank you.
Wow. It's amazing how long she's been, volunteering and just committing her time and going through all of, like we're saying, all of these programs, with ecological stewardship, and, even volunteering her time to help take care of the animals. It's a pleasure to be able to teach with Lena.
Yeah, and I think it's so great that she's a example of someone who has started there as a child, as a student, and throughout the museum group itself has moved up. And you're going to hear so much that same refrain of, this really sparked my interest in animals, this sparked my interest in science, this sparked my interest in learning. And our alumni network is just so huge, and it's full of teachers and scientists and animal caretakers, the researchers. So we are so happy and proud to have that alumni network, and are proud to have Lena among those, and look forward to many years of her being just an amazing, amazing person. And Sam is saying that Lena is a true born leader and environmental steward. Everyone who has mentioned so far is feeling very lucky to have worked alongside Lena. So thank you, Lena, and thank you, Dr. Loomis, two very wonderful people who are very well deserving. To help out and to honor them, you can donate. We're so close to our goal. We're at $49,880. Look at that. You can text TCM to 76278. You can check out our auction at tcm.givesmart.com. Make a donation there as well. I do see that our DJ is getting set up for the after party, our big dance party after the event. So stick around for that after everything is said and done. DJ BEZ is in the house. So, gosh, I feel so old saying that. Did I sound that old saying that, Sydney?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yes, so we will be having a lot more fun as the night goes on. We do want to say thank you to everybody. Just so you folks know, the auction does close at 8:30. So get those bids in now. There's a lot of great stuff in there. The more you bid, the better off we are. We are going to close that at 8:30. And now to say a little bit further thank you. If you watched our telethon back in November, this may look a little familiar. Justin Mather donated a song. It was an original song. You can find him at justinmather.com. We want to thank not just our donors, our foundational support, our corporate sponsors, our families, our members, but everyone who's helped us get through the last year. And that includes our frontline workers. That includes the folks making and serving food, delivering our packages. Without them over the past year, it would have been a lot worse. But we do want to say thank you. And with that special song called Thank You is Justin Mather. So Justin, if you want to take it away.
What's up, everybody? Here's one called Thank You. Thank you for giving this life to me, making me work for free, sharing your philosophy. Thank you for teaching me how to drive through this crazy life and be sane most of the time. There's times in life when things aren't looking so good, and you just keep wondering what'll happen. But we surrounded ourselves by a tapestry of love, and I wonder if I could ever thank you enough. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for putting me on a plane and letting me fly away. My life forever changed. Thank you for listening to me when I'm on repeat and feeling really free. There's times in life when things aren't looking so good, and you just keep wondering what'll happen. But we surrounded ourselves by a tapestry of love, and I wonder if I could ever thank you enough. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder if I could ever thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
What
those
a
are good.
beautiful song, dedicated to, everyone who's all of our essential workers, everyone who's really stepped up and taken care of us, as a children's museum group, and also just in our day-to-day lives as humans. I definitely don't think we've said thank you enough for all of the hard work and sacrifices they've made. So beautiful, beautiful dedication.
Yeah, thank you. And that's thanks to those pictures come from our friends at Hartford Hospital, at Mercy Hospital in Chicago, Nala's Kitchen here locally, as well as Effie's Restaurant, and a few of the pharmacies and supermarkets around the area. So thank you all so much. It is just a very great way to say thank you. So Sydney, you hit it right on the head. We don't say thank you.
Peter just commented, our honorees are in a class of their own. Definitely, I agree, Peter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Judith Rosenthal, well-deserved congratulations to our honorees. Kudos to TCM for their extraordinary work in STEM education supporting our children's future. So thank you for the kind words. While we were saying thank you, we surpassed our goal. We're at $51,571. Thank you so much. Let's keep it going. Let's keep moving on this. Our momentum is great. So make those donations. Go to our website. You can text. I see that Blanca's having a little bit of a problem texting. Not sure we can help there. Maybe the mail would be best at this point. It may just be the overseas. She's not overseas, but she's in Canada. But
and if not, you can always go online. If that's available to you, to that TCM or the same page that our silent auction is on. There is a button to just donate from there as well without purchasing any of the auction items. So that is another option.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we are moving along at a good clip. Let us now move on to, I promised you would meet the Dent family. Not only were they generous in their fund giving, but they were generous enough to talk about our exhibits and memberships. They recently became members, and I think the video they sent us makes the point on their own. So if we want to show that video, let's go there now.
Hi, I'm Luke.
And I'm Jessica.
And what's your name?
Lucky. And this is Walker. We love going to the Children's Museum because of the variety and the size for our little one. What's your favorite part of the museum, Walker?
I love David Donald's.
After we went 3 weeks in a row and our son started asking us to go, we decided it was time to get a membership.
He especially loves digging up the bones in the dinosaur exhibit.
Each time we go, he finds something new that he's interested in.
We can't wait to utilize more of our membership this summer, especially because we're becoming a family of 4.
I love dinosaurs.
How cute.
Right? Absolutely adorable.
So we did, we have a full team, although you just see Joe and I, we have a full team working behind us, supporting us. We're very grateful for. And we did just find out that unfortunately, overseas in Canada must have a US address to use the account. So sending a check would be best. We also have donation buttons on our websites, either roaringbrook.org or the Children's Museum website, that you can donate directly to as well. And Joe, I think overseas and Canada should be fine on our direct website pages.
Yes, absolutely. I believe so. I do want to say we do have another challenge here. Any gift over $60,000 will be matched by the Stevens family. So if we can make it past that $60,000, any gift past that will be matched by the Stevens family. So wake the neighbors, call your friends. If you don't have any friends, go make some. Tell them to donate. They can either donate by texting TCM to 76278 or by going to tcm.givesmart.com. You'll always see it scrolling at the bottom of this live feed as well as the video feeds. And Luke gave us a $10 donation as well as that wonderful video. And him and his family, congratulations, by the way, to the Dent family for becoming a family of 4. And we thank them for being such great members and such great sponsors of ours. So you can join them as members, and your donation at this point will go to fixing up our exhibits, bringing in new exhibits. We have some exciting new exhibits coming in the spring. If you're familiar, we have at the museum, we have our When the Earth Shakes exhibit. We have our dinosaur exhibit, and we have our Sonic Sensation exhibit. Sonic Sensation and When the Earth Shakes are there for a limited time. We are getting some new stuff, as well as our early learning lab will be returning. And Sydney, I know the rooms at Roaring Brook are an exhibit unto themselves.
Yes, so we have multiple rooms which showcase showcase the natural history of Connecticut. So different scenes that you might find either on our property or just in Connecticut in general. We also have our classroom that we call it, with our wildlife rehabilitation clinic window, where you can watch our wildlife rehabilitators take care of our animals, along with a longhouse. So a replica of a longhouse, and inside there are different tools and objects that the Native Americans used to use, which is really pretty cozy place if you haven't been before.
Yeah, so we do want to thank the Stevens family, not only for their match, but for giving another $1,250 toward our exhibits. So we thank you for that. As well as the Bell family for giving us that $500 donation toward our exhibits as well. So thank you very much. You can make that designation on our website. So we do appreciate any and all of those donations. So thank you so, so much. I do see here we are, yes, the classroom. Sam has said the classroom's getting a fun facelift. So
yeah, so Sam is one of our wonderful educators and our the head of marketing here at Roaring Brook. So she is helping us out in the comment section. And yes, our classroom is getting a fun facelift. It's moving a little bit slower, but hey, good things take time, right?
They do. They do. And they can certainly go a little quicker with those donations. So let's keep those coming in. Let's see if we can get that match kicked in. So Aaron in the chat just said they just bought a new family membership. They're very excited. We're excited to have you as part of the family. So thank you so much. You can actually give those memberships as a gift. So check out our website. It's the childrensmuseumct.org. And it's just roaringbrook.org, correct? Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, the memberships are a great way to support us, and you get to visit us, and a lot of our programs, you do get a discount. So wonderful way to support us. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And now we're going to move into, before we get to our big dance party, I see DJ BEZ setting up there. You see him down there. Looks exciting. Before we close out to our dance party, we do want to bring up what is probably one of the favorite sections of everyone, our wildlife. And this year we're focusing on the families and the folks that are impacted so much. We know that the animals, all the animals we have are rescue and rehab animals. One thing I like to remind people is that we're not a zoo. So we do have the rescue and rehab animals. Yeah. There's our bunnies. And Sydney, did you know that we have a celebrity animal? We have Keith Richards, the cockroach. Keith Richards was named for the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, by the Fox it's a radio station out in Denver. So they sponsor Keith Richards there. He's a Madagascar racing roach.
Behind me, I have Lola Bunny, who is also technically a celebrity, especially if you ask any student who has seen any of our programs through the past year. She's become quite the celebrity.
I can see why. So let's take a look now at a few families and individuals that have been impacted by the sanctuary and the wildlife programs at the museum group.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Zolte.
Hi, so I'm Charlotte Wilson, and I thought that I would share one of my first ever memories at the Children's Museum.
I just love the Children's Museum. The museum has been part of my family's lives in one way or another for years. It has been a place where my daughters were able to engage and participate in science and nature-related activities, animal demonstrations, and even have friends join them for parties and events.
My first ever memory I had at the Children's Museum was all the way back in preschool. When we were in preschool, people would come down and do animal demos for us, where they would come and show off an animal and tell us all these different facts about an animal, and then let us touch it at the end of the demo. And the one demo that specifically really stuck stuck with me is when a bunch of preschoolers got to all see an alligator, which was probably one of the coolest things I would ever experience in my life, especially considering my age at the time, being a 3-year-old and seeing this guy just holding an alligator like it was nothing. He looks so powerful. I feel like that moment really just sparked my love in animals, especially because you got to be the cool kid in your friend group who wasn't scared of snakes, who wasn't scared of reptiles, who thought they were really cool and wanted to hold them.
You see, my relationship with the Wildlife Sanctuary was formed through my daughters. It started years ago with a birthday party in which they were exposed to various animals through hands-on interactions. We then expanded our relationship with the museum when we brought an injured bird to the Roaring Brook Nature Center in Canton. The dedicated team there was able to ultimately release the bird back into the wild. Unbeknownst to me at the time, these experiences became the foundation of my children's future interests and goals. Because of these positive experiences, our relationship with the Children's Museum grew even more. Both of my daughters volunteered or worked in the Wildlife Sanctuary while they were in school. By volunteering and working intimately with the animals while under the guidance of the incredible, knowledgeable, and dedicated sanctuary staff, my girls developed lifelong skills that they will use the rest of their lives. They were so impacted by these experiences that they both pursued degrees in animal science while in college, and one will continue her education and career in the animal science field.
I volunteered at the Children's Museum before all this COVID drama happened, and I would say my favorite experience while volunteering and cleaning the cages of mainly reptiles, because the mammals make me sneeze, it's just when a kid would come up to you and kind of be interested in what you were doing, because you were like a big kid and you were doing something behind the scenes, which was always so cool. You could just turn to them and like take the animal and be like, oh, here's this animal, let me tell you all about them, and just seeing their face light up, just knowing that I gave them the same experience that I had, is just really just such an amazing thing, especially because animals are just so cool.
Given all that the museum has done for our family, we wanted to find other ways to give back and support the museum. So, in addition to volunteering, we have been happy to support the Wildlife Sanctuary through monetary donations and have participated in the Animal Sponsorship Program to directly support the care of specific animals in the sanctuary. Over the last several months, our family has also been donating fruits and vegetables on a weekly basis so that the animals aren't negatively impacted by the disruption we have all faced with COVID. We have truly been touched by the museum, and especially the Wildlife Sanctuary, and I am honored to be considered part of the sanctuary family. There will always be a place for you in my heart.
Hello, everybody. We're the Bealoos.
I'm Heather.
I'm Ed.
And I'm Callie.
At a young age,
And still,
Callie was always the kid out in the woods, exploring nature and the wildlife around us. She was a science kid.
trying to find a program that was fun and interesting for her was quite a challenge until we found the Children's Museum. We held her 6th birthday party there and she loved it.
We all loved it.
We became members and visited often, and once she got a bit older, we started looking for some programs, and that's when we found the Juniors Keeper program, and we signed her right up. It was such a wonderful and unique opportunity for her to get closer to the animals, learn more about them, and how to take care of them. She was in the Junior Keepers for years.
So long it became like a second home.
Until she was old enough to volunteer, which she did one summer during break.
The museum,
Nick and Jake specialists,
fostered her thirst for knowledge and passion for animals, growing into her life's ambition. She is now in college pursuing a biological degree specializing in animal science.
We're all so thankful for that the museum has offered, enriching not only my daughter's life, but all of ours.
Thank you, Children's Museum!
Hello, I'm Jill. Our family loves the Children's Museum. We've been members for several years and have spent many hours visiting the animals and exhibits.
Hello, my name is Marcus. My favorite animal is Seneca the coyote.
I'm Oscar. My favorite animal is Colonel the cormorant snake.
Hi, I'm Audrey. My favorite animal is Seneca.
Our children have attended summer camp, had a birthday party at the Children's Museum, and participated in the Saturday morning Animal Keepers Club.
Last year, after Halloween, I brought my jack-o'-lantern and we gave it to Kitty the tortoise.
This year, my sons have particularly missed spending school holidays at the Children's Museum. What's your favorite part, Oscar?
My favorite thing to do is help Nick and Kate with the animals. I highly recommend going to the Children's Museum. It is a great place with many little cute animals.
It is a great place for many cute animals. That's so great.
Yeah, and I love Seneca's little snout peeking through.
I know, it was so
Definitely my favorite way to be welcomed into the Children's Museum.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And as you can see, so many people have been so touched by all the work that has been done with the Children's Museum, by the Children's Museum Group, Roaring Brook, our preschool, that it's impacted them for their life. And that's exactly what we set out to do. And with your help, we can continue to do that. So we thank you, and you can help us by donating. Like Carolyn had said, you can donate produce. We have a safe drop-off for produce that may be just going a little bit bad that you don't want to eat, but trust us, our animals will love it as long as it's not slimy or rotten. They'll absolutely love maybe a day or two old lettuce. And to everyone who's been giving produce and meat over this whole year, thank you so much. Of course, monetary donations help as well. You can head over to our website and donate there. We are at a total of $51,586. So thank you for that. I am just in awe of everyone's generosity and kindness. I really am.
Yeah, and even everyone who just showed up today to tune into our live event, who have been commenting and really just keeping that comment section nice and lively. Robert, thank you for noticing me repositioning myself so that all of the backgrounds can show. I might get whiplash, but it's worth it.
And Valerie, I know you, the Wiki family loves the Animal Sanctuary. We love you right back. Thank you so much for all your support over the years. And thank you all for being there. You all are part of our family, so we appreciate you so, so much. Tell your friends it's not too late. The auction does close in just about 15 minutes, but we'll have DJ BEZ there to ease the blow if you lose the auction item you wanted. And we hope you did. Yes, Sam, hope everyone got a chance to head to Maximia or Black Bamboo and enjoyed a dinner there. They were our community partners for the evening. And we hope that everyone enjoyed the food from there. So as we close out the night before our big dance party, I do want to say thank you to everyone. Head on over to that silent auction before we go for the night.
Also, the McPherson and the Sanufi families have matched $1,000 each. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. That's right. That's toward our wildlife sanctuary. So thank you. Yeah, right now the auction is a little bit quiet, so you might be able to sneak in a last bid or two and get what you really want over there. If you don't see something you want and you get outbid, you can buy now. You'll see some things have there that you can buy now. Also, the watercolor that we presented to Dr. Loomis, there is an original commissionable watercolor on that auction site. So check that out, and also stay tuned because we may have an option for folks who want that to get their own. We have put a focus on the A in STEAM, and we wanted to close tonight with a friend of ours. The arts have become more and more important as it's a way to bring people together. So one of our closing parts tonight is going to be a longtime friend of the museum, Ashley LaRosa. She has performed for us in person and has been very generous with her time and her music. So we do want to present our final performer in a long series of what we hope will be a lot of performers. She joins Jeffrey Krieger and Jean Gort, who had an amazing virtual cello concert just earlier this month. As performers, we consider part of our family. So thank you for that. You can check out our cello concert online. It's free. It's on Facebook. That was given through the generosity of the Roberts Foundation. So thank you there. And we would like to turn it over now to Ashley. So Ashley, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley LaRosa and I'll be performing Fruits of My Labor by Lucinda Williams.
Baby, see how I've been living. Velvet curtains on windows to keep the bright and unforgiving light from shining through. Baby, I remember all the things we did when we slept together and we blew behind your eyelids, baby. Sweet baby, traced your scent through the room till I found these purple flowers. I was spent, I was soon smelling you for hours. Lavender and lotus blossoms too. Water the dirt, flowers last for you, baby. Sweet baby, tangerines and persimmons and sugar cane, grapes and honeydew melon, enough fit for a queen. Lemon trees don't make a sound till branches bend and fruit falls to the ground, baby. Sweet baby, come to my world and witness the way things have changed. 'Cause I finally did it, babe. I got out of the Grange, got in my Mercury and drove out west, pedal to the metal, my love to the test, baby. Sweet baby, I've been trying to enjoy all the fruits of my labor. I've been crying for you, boy, but the truth is my savior. Baby, sweet baby, if it's all the same, take the glory any day over the fame, baby. Sweet baby.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ashley. That's great.
Yes, so I agree. Everyone in the comments are saying how beautiful it is. What a lovely
Yeah.
song from a lovely voice and a lovely person.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to put in her link to her website, actually, La Rosa Music at .bandcamp.com. She has an album coming out April 16th. So if you like her music, give her a listen. She can be heard a lot of times at the museum events. So we want to thank her for her support, and we want to thank everyone tonight for their support. This has been an amazing night. It's not over. The silent auction ends in just about 10 minutes. And we want to thank you for sticking around with us. You can still make your donations at our website, tcm.givesmart.com, or go ahead and text TCM. You think I would know this by now? You can text TCM to 76278. It's there at the bottom of the screen. I do want to thank Sydney. I want to thank Sam Corbett, who helped put the gala together, Jennifer Weston, everyone at the museum, everyone who worked behind the scenes, from our sanctuary staff to our education staff, our administrators, our board, everyone who has helped make tonight a possibility. I would like to thank the staff at GiveSmart, specifically Laura at GiveSmart. Thank you for your help tonight. It's been amazing. Nico, you've done a great job with the videos. We can't thank you enough in helping the flow of the night. So many people worked to make tonight a success, and we thank you so much. It really means a lot to us, and it means a lot that you have been here tonight watching this. I know everyone has Zoom fatigue, but thank you for sticking around on these platforms, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And so without further ado, I would like to bring in our DJ for the night, my friend. There he is. Earl, DJ BEZ, what's up?
Yeah, I'm good. Today was a long day, but I'm happy to meet you guys right now. A lot of projects had to get done earlier. You know how Wednesdays are in the week, you know. But you guys are doing an amazing job, and shout out to everybody with donations. It's beautiful. Like, I have total faith in humanity and whatnot. We're here. We're doing it.
Yeah. Thanks so much, and thanks for being here. We appreciate you so much, and you guys are in for a real treat. I've seen DJ BEZ live, so you guys are in for a real treat.
Got a boy, I'll get a girl. One by one, take them all around the world. One by one, give your all and give your word. One by one, if you listen, you'll be heard. One by one, so you want to life. Oh, maybe just one night. Oh, maybe just one night. We live for the beat. Baby, honey, so I'm taking you away. One last one, every day's a holiday. One last one, know your body feel this way. Found someone, every day's a holiday. One last one, every day's a holiday. Let me take you away. Let me take you today. Every day's a holiday.
Yeah, we're back online. We're back online. appreciate everybody and the energy, and we're doing this for a great cause. So I'm just closing out on my end.